People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, as you know, Sunday is normally reserved for longer, almost documentary style videos, but I have to cover this case because things are getting out of hand. Listen, we just covered the story about the young JDF Private King. But not even one day after, we're hearing about a constable, 27-year-old, that's a young man, very young man, right? 27-year-old police officer by the name of Kemar Francis. Now, Kemar Francis lost his life down there in the Maxfield area, which is a place that is known to produce a lot of 87s. I mean, Maxfield produce so much 87s that they can even export them. You know, like how some countries export technology or export sugarcane or export banana. That's how Maxfield was produce and export 87s. But this case is not one of the exported one them so end up go Spanish Town, go join the clans and cause havoc, or go down a Senton, State Town area and place that could cause havoc. No, this was an actual 87 that was in Maxfield. So the reports are that the 87 by the name of Siobhan Johnson, aka Bunwace. Of course, you already know how I feel about most of these 87's name. I mean, this youth is Bunwace. I guess you have to go dig him up and ask him what that mean, right? But anyway, it was his birthday, right? So he was celebrating. He had a party. A matter of fact, I can look on your screen right now. I'll show you a little clip from the said party that was going on the same night. So there he is, right? Dancing and having a good time and all that. Him a show him ring. The original clip for this video had the song attached. The song was talking about gathering and you can see him showing his ring. Let me just tell you the 87s is. No found no go there do them ring them on the finger. See them gathering them will keep investing. Man I tell them to say, yeah man, this will go protect you. And yeah man, this will go make you can dodge shot and this will go make police see 5 of you. Go and buy them here. Go and buy them and go and wear them. Them are going to help you out. Right. Anyway, the 87 start for drink. You don't know it got already. Get under the influence, start to feel nice. Pull out his illegal weapon, start to squeeze off the rounds. Now remember, this was close to about the midnight them time there. Curfew is 8 o'clock. So not only are they violating the, remember the people, this big curfew, this big party are going after curfew hours, you know, right? Because you already know saying a bad man place people in the business about curfew, right? You see what going on at Seaview, police go in there for lock off party to keep out the curfew hours and police get all them shirt tear off and female police get beat up and all kind of things going, right? So people might enjoy themselves, right? Bunwace, they show off him gathering, so, but that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, so them keep dance after curfew hours. Start to fire off, be a shot in the ear. This is Bunwace now, because I'm birthday. Feel nice. You know it got ready. Having fun, 87 style. People, police them get called. Because remember, not only is it a case where the curfew are going, but you don't know in a certain place, especially in a certain acidic communities, nobody now really call police so easy for lock off dance because enough people want to go to the dance too, right? So originally that wasn't the case. When they shot them start fire, police them respond. So police now I go over there, them are go there to address the issue of the party and the issue of the shot them on fire. So now the police them start circle and I look for man cause they make a shot of fire in the dance, right? By the time they catch up on Bunwace, right? Bunwace already take off him clothes because in the video where you just see, obviously him dressed up cause him in a party. Bunwace now take off him clothes and now him in underpants, right? But then the police them I try to get Bunwace to come closer so that them can give him a search because him move suspicious. This is when Bunwace decided to pull a waste man move. Because Bunwace then let off a run and hit Constable Kemar Francis in him head, right? Him then decides him go take for himself. Now I know the reports are saying that, you know, after him shoot the officer, there was like the shootout. Actually, him actually run off, right? So when him do that, him take for himself. The police them actually go for him, right? So he didn't die. The 87 Bunwace didn't die after him shoot Kemar Francis on the spot. It's not like say him shoot Kemar and then the next police shoot him. No, him actually take away himself and the police them now start chasing and start look for him and then them buck up on him again and that's when him lose him life. That is why the picture them where, if you've seen the picture, you would have seen Eminem underpants, right? And please don't ask me for the picture. I didn't even bother saving them, right? But in the dance, him dress up like him a go dance, but then by the time he lose him life, Eminem underpants. That's because by the time the police them catch up on him, he had already left the dance, the party lock off now, right? And Eminem underpants. So that's why you'd have seen him laid out in them underpants, right? Now, I want people to remember something. When I did this story covering the incident that happened to the 3 police officers in Horizon Park, right? Clunis, Hilton, and Biggs, right? They were taken out by a youth by the name of Damian Hamilton. In that video, I said, listen, when things like this happen, it emboldens other criminals. It make them think to themselves, you know what, me not bother run from the police. Me not bother run from the soldier. Me I gotta start wake them up. We don't realize how frequently we keep hearing these stories. Police getting shot here, police getting shot there, JDF was getting shot there. Especially JDF is probably the most surprising one, because there was a time when even the most seasoned 87s wouldn't be challenging a JDF soldier. But nowadays, criminals are much more bolder, right? And when them say other criminals pull it off, when them say other criminals get success and shoot that one and kill that one, it make other man think to themselves, well, but them boy no better than we. If them can do it, then we can do it. And we keep hearing these stories over and over again. Even in this incident, the vast majority of the time, especially in days gone by, if 87 never gone upon him, and police draw down upon him and say, yo, come here, he might run. The most he might do is just fire off a couple wild shots behind him while he might run as well, just to make things easier for him as he might escape, right? But as you can see, the youth take a shot at Kemar Francis and end up take the policeman's life. Now, just to put things in a context right there, so, because none of people love try gas up 87s and make them sound like they're superheroes when them do very, very basic things. The policeman was sitting in the vehicle, right, and Bunwaist was standing outside the vehicle. So he was actually at an advantage, because the policeman would have been sitting down in the vehicle, right, and naturally in that position, the person who is in the car, most of their body would be low down and their head would be what's sticking up over the driver door and the windscreen part, right? So he was really a sitting duck. But here's the thing, the policeman, right, he was not expecting it. I'll tell you why I know he wasn't expecting it. Because Bunwaist, from what I'm hearing, had the gun under him arm, right? So him have the gun under him arm, I hide it. When the policeman call him over, right, if it's so go on, I just know him just pop it out and shoot the policeman. So the policeman got caught slipping. This is what you have to understand. That incident, Kemar would have done that 1,000 times. Right? Kemar Francis, he would have pulled down upon a man and say, yo, come here. Let me see this, let me see that 1,000 times. And 1,000 times before that, nothing like this ever happened. Just like with the Horizon Park case. This is the dangers of being a policeman in Jamaica, you know, or any kind of security forces, you know. Them do the same thing so often and nothing ever happens. Enough time, even if them get caught slipping, just by the fact say the person no do nothing, it make them can go home to them family. But the one time they come up against somebody who does decide say he might go take it to the extreme, this is the end result. Just like how the one time they woke up in somebody like Damian Hamilton who decides that he might go stay and shoot instead of run immediately, we see the disaster that happened, right? So the JSA officers them, JDF man them, especially the one them who are patrol in these volatile communities, you can't let them guard down even for a second. No matter how much time you do the same thing and you see say nothing happen. No matter how people tell you say, no man, no worry yourself man, him not challenge you man, no worry man, nobody not shooting the police, nobody tell you foolishness. Every day is a new day. Every morning you wake up and put on the uniform, you have to think of it as the first day upon the job again. Anytime you get yourself relaxed and start missing enough police of this style, right, with them drive round, with them rifle in some position where if something was to happen, it would take them at least 2 seconds to get on target. Now again, I know people might say, but Sir P, 2 seconds, that's not nothing. Let me tell you something, people. In a life and death situation, if your rifle is in a position where you need 2 seconds, right? 1 Two, if you get it on target, that can be the difference between you going home to your family or your family start planning your funeral. When it comes on to shooting thing, when it comes on to gun thing, 2 seconds is like 2 hours. The person who have the drop on you, the person who already have you in a theme sights, he might work in a milliseconds. Not seconds, milliseconds. And the same thing apply to licensed firearm holders, because a lot of you wanna keep on weapon in some place where me don't know which show you watch, and think say if somebody pull up side on you and I go engage you go get no time to draw that, right? Because you might attempt it at your yard and you say you can do it now in 3 seconds. You can take it out of, oh yeah, me can reach feet, pull up and point in a 3 seconds. Let me tell you something, in real life you go dead. You can't booyah, get ready. You have to be ready. Make any soldier tell you what happened to you if you ever go on any kind of ops, even if it's a field exercise and you get catch with a rifle out of arm's reach. Make them tell you what happened to you, right? Because at first, especially as a new recruit in training, you're thinking to yourself, oh well, my rifle is right there, so if anything for happen, but just reach over and take it up and then aim. No, it need for the right side of you, in a arm's reach. If anything happen, aim, fire. No, this reach for and take up and then move, go over yourself. Go. That's 3-4 seconds. It's too late. You're dead. So members of the security forces, when you see how the place are run, you have to switch on at all times. At all times. Remember, when you see even C-Talk man them, when you see the man them at target C-Talk and their family members, this is a very, very spooky time. And before the video ends, let me just say this. You see all those SOEs in the various parishes that ended, and all the Zozos that they take down and all these things where they get removed before the election, don't be surprised if you hear say them get put back up. Don't be surprised if you hear say SOEs get called again. Remember, I said it, once the SOEs them gone, right, the man them are gonna run loose, right? Because all of them Monday, they behind bars, the way them locked up, where them that road now, and them now go no work, right? So them Monday touch back the streets, mixed with the other man them with already in the streets, and there is problem. And realize West Kingston, Spanish Town, Mobile, everywhere I get hot again. So listen out for hear say new SOEs called, because as it stands we know say the government and the security forces don't actually have any foolproof measure to actually cut crime significantly. The SOE is the only card up them sleeve. So them have 2 options. Them can either don't call the SOE, play the long run and say, well, you know what, even though enough people are dead, we feel that this is going to end up turning out for work out like this and we're going to see some progress. Them can play that card there, which is going to be problematic because people are going to say, yo, no, so much people are dead. Or them can choke by the SOEs, right, and maybe cut things down by a 1 or 2%, and then people are criticize and say, well, see it, no, do all never SOEs. But one of the things them I think would stop the government from bringing in more SOEs is the fact say the last one were just gone. Then they end up, I forgot, they are going to end up lose whole heap of money because people are going to file all kind of claims and say, hold on permit this long and hold on permit this long. So even if they bring by the SOEs, they have to make some changes in terms of how long they can hold man, and then they have to start asking the question, is that even effective? Listen, people, everything's spooky. Everything is spooky. This is what happens when everything is focused on the treatment. You see, when you have an injury, right, and everybody will come to you with a different thing. Try that busha, try that pillar, try this water, rub this on it. This is how Jamaica is right now. All we are trying to find as some treatment. Drink some bush tea, take some wash out. That's all we are trying to do. We are trying to find the treatment. And just like with real sickness, just like when something actually wrong with you, and you got a doctor and they write one prescription, and you fix one thing, next thing you know what, you end up have 10 different illnesses. Remember now you have knee pain. So you go to the doctor and say, doctor, we have knee pain. Doctor write you one prescription. Next thing you know, your knee pain fixing. But when you read the fine print on the pill, it say may lead to all kind of cancer. You may catch big C and the big A, and your toe might drop off and your lung might twist up. You might hear say your tribe might explode and you think to yourself, then hold on. So I go fix my knee and the end result is there's a strong possibility say just to get my knee fixed, we might end up get my tribe explode, or what kind of foolishness is. So right now, all of the prescription them when the government can write, they might fix one little thing, but you best believe so then come with a whole different set of problems. And what's ironic, right, in a twisted example of, I guess you could say it's twisted humor, when the government came out recently and said, or the media came out recently and said that crime actually dropped 4%, and they were saying that murder has been reduced by this and murder has been reduced by that, within the next 2 weeks, come at the 87 of them say, oh, you think the crime reduced? Alright, watch this. 7 days on West Kingston. Triple shooting over here, so double murder over here, so catch up right back to next year. Me I start for one night at 87 them sit down and watch the statistics and I say, oh, them things the crime done. Them things that we dip on holiday. Or them things that we gone on a break. Alright, watch this. Hold that, triple murder. That's how the man them behave. And let me tell you something, people. Anytime you see crime drop in Jamaica, it's because the 87s them take a break. We're now at a stage where only when 87 decides them no want to kill nobody, that's how you see crime drop. Any little figure where you see going like say drop and you say 10%, 5% drop, just know say because they're quiet, that area there are lay low. The area there, they might keep things quiet. Them not war right now. But anytime they ready to turn it back, they might go make up for all last time. Because remember, Augustone, who remember when time Augustone they go 1 whole year and nobody did. See, all the experts and the scholars and the social commentators, you know, the big wig journalists were saying, there we go, Augustone is the example to all the garrisons. Here you have a community that's conquered crime. And I was telling people, listen, especially my brethren in my real life, listen, don't bother with the foolishness. Augustone hasn't conquered nothing. We mean conquered crime. The man must lay low. No war does not go on now. The cycle down a jungle, sometimes jungle is completely quiet. Sometimes Rima quiet. Right? Sometimes Waltham quiet. Nothing not go on, nobody not dead. That don't mean nothing at all. As long as the man them still have the gun them, as long as 87s still about, it just need one spark and the fire light again. Look on Augustone now. Augustone hot again. What happened to the shining example for all the garrisons? Wouldn't think that I think say what you think is a group of aliens flying and start bust going around there? No. The man did always have them thing. The 87s were there. They were just laying low. Augustone is never a shining example for nobody. Right? Not because you can go 3 years without no shooting going. As long as the weapons and the criminals are there, that community has not conquered crime. It is always one disagreement, one argument, right? One little menacing things your way, one little menacing attack from you, one little menacing what they gonna know me have for you, and then the place get hot again. Listen, please, everybody, be safe, be vigilant. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life, bless.